Hi Sagittarius, this is your March forecast. If you'd like a private reading with me or hypnosis to facilitate permanent change, do use the link below. All of this month you are focused on your home. So we're looking at re-signing, moving, more attention at home because either you look after people or you're working on home or you're working from home, buying a home, selling a home, or family members. So that's what we're concentrated all of this month. That's what all of our attention is going to be focused on. But in the long term, now that the nodes of shift, what we're looking at is to say goodbye of cycles that we've already lived. Our karma cycle, any secrets from the past, things behind closed doors, our own karma, and anything that we've got below the surface that we haven't dealt with is going to come up. It's time for it to go now. It's no use to you. It's just got to be let go. What you're going to have opportunity in is you're going to have an opportunity in what your schedule, your day, your daily activities, your job, and your health, and who you take care of and who takes care of you, or if you employ someone. That is the area that is going to have opportunity here. So it's no surprise that we're looking at your home now because those changes will happen. You are going to move. There are going to be those changes. So as we're looking at that, we are saying, okay, what is coming up this month that I need to make a decision on? Now, you do have the Five of Swords here. So maybe you feel mentally, you're feeling like, do I have enough? Is this going to be a risk? Is this trial and error? What about my financial system right now? What is it about that where there is some risk, where there is some question, where there is some fear that I have? Is it fear, I don't know what's going to happen in the future, so I don't really know whether to commit or not? Is it about my role? I don't know if my role's going to continue. It's up and down with this climate right now, economic climate, world climate, where's this doubt, this risk, this trial, this unease? Feeling like you're being taken for granted, feeling like you're being ripped off, looking at where there's been an increase and cutting back, what can I afford, what can I not afford, how do I commit to something that's got so many variables. This card is saying that someone at work might be boasting, might be a bit greedy, lording it over the others. This is also about being very careful about theft, whether it be financial theft, property theft, someone stealing your work, intellectual theft, leaving things open. So, people going through your things, people stealing your ideas. Don't leave yourself open this month. So just be careful. Once I got this card for myself, and I didn't watch my video because I do them, and then I forget what I've said, and I actually got robbed. But I did have this card and the 7 in my home. So the odd chance that you might be ripped off or someone steals something off you. This is also about someone who is not really a team player, someone who likes to stand out and has no qualms on putting other people down, talking themselves up, taking credit for other people's work as well. This is a Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius. Then in your home, so we're transitioning here. So it's a major arcana card. So the transition that we're discussing right now, that we're deciding on, there are pros and there are cons. And this is the decision that needs to be made, and through this month in your home, it's exactly what we're looking at. And it's about, what is it about the future? Now, for some of you, it's about transitioning from rental to buying. This is from, moving out on your own, moving in with people, moving back home, buying your first house, selling your first house. Any transition where it comes to where you lay your roots. On the other side of that, that's family as a whole. We are healing, we are transitioning, we are moving through this together because this is a major arcana card. So things are flying, emotions are flying, love is flying, and for a small select few of you, this nods to Alcoholic Anonymous. So it could be that, we've gambled all our money and now we're short. We have someone's holding on to the money and not sharing. This is, for some of you, a domestic violence relationship where you're only given an allowance. So something in that area. The Temperance card is a major arcana card, so there is some healing, there is some recovery. and there is movement. We're evolving from what it was before. When it comes to your health, you've got the Ace of Swords. You have two ways to go on this, and it's about a procedure. It's about a needle. It's about an operation for some of you. And there's two ways for you to go about this, and you just have to decide which one it is for you. Now, that is what I see with this card. Now, when we look at number one, it's your head, face, upper lip, upper jaw, cerebrum, and our brain. So we're looking at that, spine and, all the bones in that area, and of course this area. So you could be putting in some money in there, and you might find that you've got some divine intervention. So there's an earlier time, there's a discount, there's some sort of rebate, there's some sort of incentive for you to be able to do that. Now, this is also about dilly-dallying. You're indecisive. So you're going to have to look at that this month as well. When it comes to your love, we do have another major arcana card, the Hanged Man, but this card came out as well. So you might find that there's a sudden stop, a sudden shock, a sudden interference where you are stuck. And there's nothing you can do about it. It's on outside of your control. Because the Hanged Man wants to be righted. He doesn't want to be left hanging. He wants to be righted. And he's confused right now with all the blood rushing to his brain because whatever's happened was a shock. It came out of the blue. It was abrupt. Now, this could also be that mental attachment that we have when it comes to our dating. And it's, there could be a crisis. There could be a commitment phobe. There could be, some sort of emotional shock which has left us all hanging. When I'm looking at married couple, this could be things have been put on hold because one of us is ill. This has been put on hold because one of us is somewhere else. Things have been put on hold while we deal with something else. There's a lot going on here. Now, if this is about singles, this is about I've met someone, Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius, Sun, Moon, or Rising, and everything seemed to be going okay, but I'm just waiting. I'm just waiting to hear back. I'm waiting to kind of get some signals on what our future looks like. So our Adoring Virtue messages from the angels. Here we go. Rochelle says, honor yourself for the decision that you're making as you move forward. Trust your gut on this. Archangel Raphael is your physical angel, and he's helping you there with any crisis that you have with your health. And Grace and Antoinette is that person where you really need to seek some advice from somebody else. If this is someone that you're negotiating with, like a partner or a boss or something like that, I feel like you need to get some advice from somebody else. The advice I'm giving you is to listen, not listening to reply, but to listen to really hear where they're coming from with this. Because through these negotiations, maybe someone is too afraid to put out what it is that they want, and doesn't feel safe, is embarrassed, or doesn't feel comfortable. So, we've got to weigh up our options there. So be kind to you and those you love. From Jedi Side Jake, may the Force be with you.